It all started so simply. I had just finished my usual morning routine of nude funkercise, fired up the Barcalounger, grabbed a quick bite to eat, and prepared to watch some serious tube. Little did I know, my snack was sent by Rez.
Whoa, that's crazy. Alright, so we're playing Gex on the 3DO. Let's take a look at some of the options we have before we get started. Alright, looks good. Looks good. Let's go down there and play this thing. Alright.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on! Alright, I'm just hitting green. I guess I just play. Cemetery.
Fine, boys. Nice touch.
Alright. The Dome. Oh. Well, I wanna play a game though. Or I mean, I wanna play the level. So I wanna go over there. Alright. Gotta find a remote. Frankie and Eli. Helly. Alright, here we go. We're playing Gex, and since we're playing Gex, we're going to talk about failure. I am familiar with failure, and one of those failures is the 3DO system. I never had one. One of the few stupid things I haven't bought, but I'm very familiar with failure. I bought an Atari Jaguar, which I got for $30, so I didn't pay full price for it, but that was downright unplayable. I heard that this was actually, there's like a couple games that were okay on this, so hold down the run button to get extra speed. I don't know what the run button is, though. Alright. Yeah, the Atari Jaguar was like, never had a chance. This thing, I think it just came out at too high a price, because they had like EA's support. It just came out at too high a price, and it didn't really, we weren't ready for CD games. Like Sega CD even had Sega behind it, and that didn't really do anything, and it was just too soon. I don't know if I was supposed to get that or not. Like the stuff this did was like full motion video, like.
That's what I call getting some tail.
That's what I call getting tail. It was full motion video, like entertainment multimedia stuff, which no one actually ever wanted ever. I don't know how it lasted that long, but it did. And I remember my first computer was a 486 with a 2-speed CD-ROM drive, and I had all that crap. Oh, I'm not supposed to hit that.
I'm invincible.
What? I don't know exactly what I was supposed to be doing.
Like the fine, boys. Nice touch.
All right, so I can't move on until I do this one. All right, we're gonna do this right this time. Yeah, I had a 486, which I would buy a bunch of. I mean, we had one computer store, not Seago, and whenever I could beg from my parents, I would get a couple CD games. Adventures of Willy Beamish was good, but it was like
Anything but this.
my CD-ROM drive took forever to load it, and it was a buggy adventure game, so it didn't really set my. I loved it, but I just didn't know what I was doing. So yeah. This actually plays a lot better than I thought it would. Like, it's not Super Mario, but it handles alright. Like, if I had the right controller and I was paying complete attention, I think I'd be doing okay. Gex got a lot of games, actually. Like, he had a Nintendo 64 3D one, and I remember there was a good Titanic level. Ooh, go in there. Alright. But it just never really popped off. He was one of the many mascots that couldn't, even though he got plenty of tries.
I'll take this, and this, and this.
So, yeah, the 90s were a great time for crappy mascots.
Oh, yeah, tail time.
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I remember he was one. That was a big deal. Glover. I remember playing that for Nintendo 64. Nintendo 64 had the best crappy mascots. Everybody wanted to be Mario. Pull down, we'll jump in. Okay. Boing. That is pretty slow. And maybe slowdown isn't happening on this because it's not exactly a 3DO. Boom. I mean, you can... Look at that. You can stick to walls, you can jump and swing. You know, aside from it being too much, I think this thing would have had a shot. I think... Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I think, it had EA games on it. It had Capcom games on it. It's too much. America wasn't ready. But if they survived this round, they definitely would have died on like 3DO2 or whatever it was. If I remember right, they licensed the 3DO name out to many manufacturers, and that could have been part of why the thing was so expensive too. Oh, he turned his head all the way around. All right, throwing up. That's cool.
Ed tapping his birthday keg.
All right.
Like the Slime Boys, nice touch.
So I didn't unlock anything. Maybe I can go in this. Alright, go back in this one. So what was I supposed to frickin' do? Let's go back to this. Alright. Find a remote. Okay, let's find a remote this time. There was the CDI as well, which I'll eventually see if there's an emulator for that and try to play one of those games. I remember that was pretty unredeemable. Like, I was really following gaming stuff through magazines and stuff like that, so I was keeping track of all that stuff. I would like to play one of the Zelda games just to see what all the fuss was about. There was one that actually tried to be a Zelda game and it was just terrible. That's the one that I want to try. It was like overhead. Oh, it might be down there. Oh, there it is. Let's see if it's down here. Look at that. I think I was there before. Let's go up here. Nope. Will that thing come back? Nope. This is real entertaining, watching me in a corner talk about what I thought the 3DO and CDI were. I would go to the local Walmart and play this quite a bit. They had a big display with this, and I was really annoying to that local Walmart. I do not apologize. I'm not going to go in there. No, just jump on the thing, though. Shit. I just swore! Alright. I'm sorry for swearing. I'm better than that.
Feed me.
Okay. Oh, is that my thing? Is that a save spot? What is that? Tail up your camera says take a snapshot for progress. Okay. I guess that's what that was. He has a lot of that good 90s snark that didn't really exist outside of the 90s and barely existed in the 90s. Like, You can see the two just drenched on this guy, and it wasn't really... I think there's something with movie parodies in video games that could have been good, but it takes so long to make a video game that your parodies are kind of played out by the time you get there. But if you went after classics, like classic movies, you might be alright. Like, Conker did Band of Brothers and The Matrix, and I don't think I've ever played those levels, but those were okay. Oh no, that's what I needed! Oh. Alright, we're going back. Oh crap. One more and I'm dead. I didn't think I'd be as into this game as I am. I played Who Shot Johnny Rock before this, and couldn't get the controls to work, and I thought this would be like that. So I'd be able to talk about something, which I guess was going to be failure. Which will be it. Which I failed at that jump, so that's Oh, okay. We're gonna try that one more time, then I'm gonna give up. I feel like I was the Gex the Gecko of my high school and middle school. Like, I had what it took to be like successful, but I just couldn't make it happen. That's okay. It's not for lack of trying, I don't think. Cause he looks alright. It looks kind of like a little bit like Donkey Kong Country. Like you got the 3D rendered image. All right, I give up. We're going down there. I don't know what that does when I do that. Okay, so get away from that. What are you gonna tell me to do? Yeah, it's got a little Donkey Kong. Jump and push up to stick to sticky surfaces. All right,
One for me and one for me.
all right.
One for me and
So Jason was using this room for a class thing, and I wasn't here, and he shut my cats out of their cat room, out of their litter box room, and I think they pooped in this room, and I'll have to look for that poop after I get done doing this, because I smell it, and otherwise it's me, and that won't be good either.
And this. Need it, need it, need it, need it.
Need it, need it, need it, need it. What's it say? Stand in front and press up at the TV, and you'll get out. Okay, I still didn't get the thing, though. Remotes. He's telling me no, and he threw up, so I'm assuming...
Ha, that is wild.
That is wild. Oh, did I do it? Press on a TV to... Alright. How do I turn on the TV? May I do this one? There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, open. Grave danger. I get it. Is that a glitch? Can I fall off? Nope. That's a glitch. Okay, hit him.
I don't need anything but this.
It's kind of nice so you can knock those things away. I wonder if they ever saw like a profit on these games, or if it was just like a total loss the entire time. They talk about the first Star Wars movie as the thing that ruined movies, because movie studios saw that you could earn billions on them, and then they got involved, and that was kind of the death of classical cinema, because the real corporations saw that this is a billion-dollar industry, and so we're not just going to let auteurs run around and hope for the best. We're going to start like putting science and math behind this stuff. And maybe that was the way with like Call of Duty and some of these mega successful games. Like, one, the budgets got higher, and two, just they saw that if you did this right, you can make $1 billion. So we're not going to accept anything less than $1 billion, or making the same moves that that company did to make $1 billion. And maybe that's something that's ended up to change the industry, where we will not have another Gex in our lifetime. I wonder if the rights are still available. I bet I could make a Gex game. I assume I wasn't supposed to fall in there. I've recorded for 15 minutes. Oh, I can walk across it. Alright, we're going to try this one more last time, then I'm going to give up for the 0 views that my last video has. Don't want to waste our time. Alright, let's get that remote. Move it! The music's kind of banging. I'm hoping you can hear that a little bit. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah. It's fail time.
It's got a nice Slaughterhouse 5 feel to it. I like that. I do not like when you have to hit another button when you jump on a guy to hit them. You should just be able to jump on them. So the story of this game is he was watching TV after doing nude exercises, and his enemy... This is the first game. There is no backstory. I don't think this is based off an existing property. He was doing nude exercises, and then this bad guy gave him a special thing that he ate. I fell in the same thing again. Gave him a special fly that he ate, and that caused him to catch into the TV. I don't know what this health means on my emulator here. I think that means how much, like how it's going. I'm hoping this isn't playing at double the speed as it was back in, like, on an actual 3DO, because, like, it's trucking pretty well, but if this thing, no, I think this is the actual speed it plays.
Like candy.
Sweet like candy.
Sweet like candy. That's it. That's the spot.
That's the spot. Oh, God. Really? I guess that's it. I meant to talk about failure, but I didn't. So, yeah, that's Gex the Gecko. I hope the one person who's watched this, who might be a crazy stalker, enjoyed it. Maybe I'll start talking about real things on the next game if the game isn't as interesting as this. Goodbye, Gex. Goodbye, 3DO. Goodbye, Internet.